Here's a simple routine that you can do at home to help stretch and loosen up this upper back stiffness that you may be experiencing or having when you have a desk job, or if you're a student, or just with life. I know that area gets pretty tight and tense. So here's a simple routine that you can do with minimal to no equipment. This is the rib grab rotation and the bretzel rotation stretch for that thoracic spine and upper back. All you need are 2 pillows, and if possible, something heavy or something large to place your back against. You're going to place these 2 pillows, one here for your head and one for your knee, and then something large right to be at your lower back. Lay down on your side. You're going to scoot up so you have something to block your lower back from rotating. You're going to bring one leg up. So the top leg up, knee up past your hip. You're going to rest your head. This hand's going to grab your knee to lock it down. And this hand, for the rib grab, you're going to grab your ribs and you're going to turn your upper body to the right. What you do is go to a little barrier that you may feel. Hold and breathe into your stomach. You're going to hold that for a minute. After every 2 to 3 breaths, you're going to see if you can turn a little bit farther each time. I do that for a minute and then I'd switch to the other side. And the bretzel is similar position. You're going to bring this leg up. Same thing, have something back here to stop your lower back from rotating, and so your upper back is doing all the rotating. This hand's going to grab my knee. The thing that's different about the bretzel stretch is this hand's going to grab this foot. You're going to stretch. Same thing. Hold it for a minute. Go as far as you can. Don't crank the stretch. Just go till you feel a little barrier, and then breathe after a couple breaths. See if you can go a little bit farther. Do that for a minute, and I'd repeat to the other side. Here's what it looks like on the other side. Next is the second bretzel stretch. What you're going to do, you're going to sit up for this one. We're going to have almost a 90-90 position, but more of a triangle, like a triangle with this leg, triangle with this leg. We're sit here, we're going to turn our body to the right. Come here, both hands on this side of my thigh. I'm going to turn this way. A couple variations you can do to this stretch. From your hands, you can go down to your elbows and you can turn farther. You can reach here and get a good stretch down the lat muscle. Reach here. Hold for a minute. Breathe into your diaphragm, your stomach, and see if you can go further after a couple breaths. The next stretches that I would do is this kneeling rotation stretch. What I'd kneel on my knees like this. I'd sit on my heels, hands up here or hands down here, whatever you can do. The hands here, place one hand on the back of my neck. I'm going to turn in, and then turn up. Do this 10 times. Other side, so this elbow's going to come in right by this knee, underneath this elbow. Come up. You can even reach. Here's the other view. Another good stretch is the seated rotation stretch. First off, sit in a chair. Sit up nice and tall. Tuck your chin in, tall spine. Your feet are going to put a little bit farther than shoulder width apart, so a little bit wider than your shoulders. Sit up tall. You're going to bring your hands out in front of you, fingers down to the floor. So I call these spider hands. Hands out in front, fingers down, spread your fingers out. And then the point of this is to separate the base of your palm and the other elbow as far apart as you can. And like this. Sit here, you're going to bend this elbow and just separate these two as far as you can. Hold for a second or two, come back. And while trying to maintain a tall spine. And you're just separating these. Go through this 10 times each direction.
Just like this from the side point. Look, here. And we're just trying to separate this palm of the hand and the elbow as far apart as you can. So you're pushing out and you're pulling back. Push and pull.
That's that stretch. Do this 10 times, add that to the routine, and you'll get more mobility in that upper back. Here is the last stretch of this upper back routine to help loosen it up. It's a breathing, sitting stretch. You can do it several times a day when you're in a sitting position at a desk or studying or reading. But all you need is something to pinch your knees together, a shoe or a book, something, an object. I've got a yoga block here, but something you can pinch. You sit up tall, hands behind your head. You're going to first turn to see where your barrier is, see how far you can go. I can go to the blue straps. I'm going to turn to the right. I can go just barely before the corner of the room there. There are a couple steps to this, so I'll go through it step by step. First, get set up by pinching something together. Sit up tall, hands behind your head. I'm going to step 1, turn as far as I can to the left. I'm going to step 2, bend to the left. Step 3, I'm going to breathe in, expand my rib cage as much as I can, really expand. Step 3, expand. Step 4 is 2 things. I'm going to breathe out and come out of that bend. So step 4, I'm going to repeat 1, but I'm going to go a little bit further. Step 1, turn. Step 2, bend. Step 3, breathe in. Step 4, breathe out and come up. Then repeat. Turn further, bend, breathe in, breathe out and come up. I'm going to go to the other side. Turn to the right. Step 1, step 2, bend to the right. Step 3, breathe in. Step 4, breathe out and come out. When you come out on step 4, you want to stay rotating, stay in this rotated position. Step 1 again is just turn a little bit further. Step 2, step 3, step 4. And as you're doing this, you're still pinching whatever object you have between your knees. You go through it 3 times. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. And then I'd retest. If there's one or a couple stretches that you can't do or you don't find effective, what I would do for you is pick 3 stretches through that routine that you feel absolutely are best for you, and I would do those. Stick to those 3, be consistent with it, do it daily, do it at least once or twice a day, to be consistent, and then see what progress you make after several days of doing it consistently, and you'll start to feel better and looser in that upper back.